generator. So this is how the symbiotes are being created. There's one down.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Spider-Man on the Sony PlayStation 1. I am Sheep yet again, and today, folks, we are going to be hunting generators in this world. Now, the main thing about these generators is they will create symbiotes. Symbiotes will pop out of these generators and they will do damage and infinitely respawn. So what you need to do is simply go across this world, look between each of the areas and destroy every generator that you see. Basically, there's two pink fleshy things on the generators that a single web Hadouken will take out, so I recommend just doing that. And every time you destroy a generator, the next area later on in the playthrough, you know, a different area will open up, allowing you to progress further. So, see that grate there? You need to destroy all the generators to gain access to the grate and head into the next segment. But honestly, this stage isn't too difficult. And be careful of that giant rolling pin thingy as well, because it is very possible to be hit by it when it gets pushed down by the symbiotes. I'm surprised the symbiotes are smart enough to try and push it down, you know, but yeah, there's that. Of course, we are also introduced to a brand new power-up, ladies and gentlemen.
Adding this to my webbing will make it burn.
That's right, we've got fire webbing, which means our web Hadoukens become real Hadoukens, and whenever we web one of these symbiotes with one of this, they will explode into a pyromanic burst of death, and it's delicious. But anyway, it's time to find out what's going on downstairs. So, Geronimo, I guess, and it's time to see what's happening. So yeah, this is the last but one part of the game, folks. We are almost done. We are on the last stretch, believe it or not.
The basement of the Daily Bugle. Whoever's controlling the generators has got to be down here.
Fantastic deduction, Spidey, but what if he's on the roof? Did you think about that? And how big is the Daily Bugle anyway? Look at the size of this place, it's freaking huge. But anyway, this can be quite a difficult place to find your way around and figure out where to go. And whatever you do, do not jump into these furnaces, because as you can see, fire burns. Fire is hot. Fire is bad. So yeah, don't jump into a furnace. There's one furnace later on we're going to need to jump into to collect a power-up MacGuffin thingy. But actually, I think it's right by here, is it? Yeah, it's right by here. It'll give us fire webbing and a normal web cartridge and some health as well. So, but this is the only one of these furnaces you're going to want to jump into. So there we go. But yeah, like I said, the normal fire web Hadoukens become real Hadoukens, and they just explode the enemy, and it's just delicious. I love the fire webbing. I kind of wish the power-up lasted for more than just one cartridge worth, because one cartridge worth of webbing disappears. Anyway, who's this crazy red guy that looks almost exactly like our character model running past? Well, we'll be finding out fairly soon, shortly. No, what am I doing? Past me. What are you doing? No, don't jumping. I have a death wish past me. But anyway, just like in the previous level, the main thing we need to do is we're going to need to hunt down the generators. There's a set amount of generators we need to destroy.
The heat is the humidity.
When the generators are all destroyed, well, we'll be safe and sound and be able to progress on to the boss fight. Anyway, your cue to go up here is the fact that one symbiote just popped down from up here, so, yeah. Who's here to say this game doesn't have good level design? You know, they give you hints on where to go, which I like. Anyway, push that switch, which will lead us into, well, it won't lead us anywhere, but it'll open up a pathway leading to one of the symbiote generators, which is not in the furnace past me. There we go, it's in this hallway by here. So destroy this, and we should be able to progress into, well, the boss of the stage. So destroy all the generators, your Spidey compass is going to go, and I recommend just running by most of these symbiotes because they're a nightmare.
Hey, the imposter! The imposter! Why do they always run? That's the guy who framed me! And the one who stole the technology!
It's time for a boss fight! And one of my favorite boss fights in the entire game, folks. Oh yes, it's gonna be delicious. Let's save the game and get on with it, shall we?
I gotta say, you look just like me. Except, you're more angry back alley than friendly neighborhood.
Oh, for decades I've wanted to shut that mouth of yours. Finally, that time is upon me.
At last, I will crush you once and for all! Now, little spider, you will die!
Is it too late for us to be friends?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are fighting Mysterio! Mysterio! And Mysterio overall isn't that hard a boss fight. All we need to do is just keep shooting web Hadoukens at him. Shoot his golden glowy fuck me nipples until they disappear. Move down to the lower levels and rinse and repeat. And that's literally all she wrote. Whenever he goes to attack, it's very telegraphed because Mysterio suffers from what I like to call giant boss syndrome, where his attacks are really slow and really telegraphed. So he's gonna go and step on you, so just move to the left. He's gonna punch you, move to the right. You know, it's very easy to tell when he's about to attack. But this is probably... No, not probably. This is one of the hardest bosses in the game. It's quite a nightmare to take care of. And it has two phases, so once you've web Hadoukened all his golden nipples, all his fucking lights, he's gonna shoot laser beams out of his nipples. And basically destroy his laser beam nipples and then shoot his glowing fishbowl until he dies. Now, your biggest threat with this one is flat out aiming, because this boss fight is awful for aiming, because he's going to have electrified floors. If the electrified floors touch you, bye-bye health. And if he grabs you, he'll smash you to the floor King Kong style, so jump across his hand whenever you get a chance to. And just web Hadouken his face whenever you get a chance, and just hope to God you don't die. Of course, don't worry too much about health, because there are plenty of health power-ups that respawn constantly throughout this boss fight. And for most of my playthroughs, I tend to have to hunt for the health, because I'm pretty awful at this boss, I'll admit. But there we go, he's down and out.
Right now you're thinking, if only you'd taken that giant act to Vegas instead.
Curse your endless babble, Spider-Man!
Speaking of babble, let's hear it. Who's behind all this?
I'll never tell you! Mysterio may be defeated, but the symbiote invasion cannot be stopped!
Symbiote invasion? There are more of them?
You fool! There will be more than you can imagine! That fog which blankets the city is preparing everyone in New York for symbiosis!
You're the fool, Mysterio! Where? Where are they coming from?
Go then! On the waterfront! Warehouse 65. A secret passage. If only I could watch them destroy you.
Whoever your boss is, he's off his rocker! No one can control the symbiotes.
Correction! No one before now!
Spare me the propaganda, okay? This isn't a game, Mysterio. The symbiotes will destroy everything in their path unless I can stop them.
Unless, of course, someone else stops them. Like, I don't know, maybe the Punisher? Nah, the Punisher would never be in this game. This is rated E for everyone. The Punisher usually does his things, like, off the record, off the books. He has his own style, he shoots things, you know? Ah. Anyway, it's time to trap a spider as we take on... Gee, I wonder if I'll call... Yeah.
I'm here, Frank. What's up?
Spider-Man's here, Microchip.
What range?
100 yards, maybe. Easy shot.
Very funny, Frank.
Huh? He spotted me, but how could he? I lost him.
What happened?
He took out my scope.
Hey, tough guy. Sorry about that expensive lens, Punisher.
Something tells me we have the same objective here. That's the place. Warehouse 65. We can team up. You cover my back.
Huh. No thanks, Mr. Death Wish. I'd like to keep the body count low, if you don't mind.
Fair enough.
Punisher's guns can't solve this problem. Gotta play this one my way.
Oh, but the puncher would be very useful, I'd think. But yeah, that's clearly not Doc Ock in that poster we saw, is it? I wonder if he's a villain.
Ah, the cliché seedy waterfront warehouse. Although, I'm guessing that this particular warehouse has a bit more in store for the webhead than even he can imagine.
Oh, more symbiotes. Looks like the old Spidey luck is holding out.
True that, and you know the drill at this point. Web Hadoukens, shoot down, destroy all the generators. It'll open up the way to go, and then we'll head on into the final series of levels. This is the last stretch, folks. The next part is the ending, after all. And if you go up to the top of the ceiling by here, there's some fire webbing which you may want to pick up, especially up in the set of hallways as we go through this room, because you can quite easily get ambushed by these symbiotes as you turn in the corner, you know. But be careful, because it is very easy to miss that generator in particular. So yeah, fun times ahead.
More generators. They'll have to go.
Oh. But yeah, I don't mind the generators in the end game sort of thing. It gives you an objective to do other than get to the end, so I don't mind the generators. Although they do use the generators quite a bit in a row, so I was kind of hoping that there'd be a bit more variety. Yeah, you gotta generate that income somehow. Get it generated. Okay.
For the generators, time to get to the bottom of this.
And he means literally get to the bottom of this when he says that. To the duct airflow. And yeah, we're going way below the actual warehouse. We're going so far below that, well, let's just say the scenery is going to become a lot less like a warehouse and a lot more like, shall we say, a secret laboratory at some point. We'll see. But anyway, as time goes on, you're going to actually run into a lot of these grates in the hallways, and don't run straight off the edge. Straight off the edge. No, don't run straight off the edge. You will get killed if you jump in there. You'll get chopped to bits. Don't do it. It's not pleasant.
This is it.
But anyway, see this grate by here? Just open it up, and
what do we have here?
you'll find a secret passage with comic books, some health, and a web cartridge. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
This place blows.
Yeah, this place blows. Well done, Spidey. But anyway, by here, you're going to want to hold forward, because otherwise you'll miss that passage. If you miss that passage, well, you're going to miss out on a Spidey armor, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think there's Spider-Man armor inside that tiny little crevice.
Woo! What a rush! How far down are we?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final series of levels.
You gotta be kidding. Okay, recap. A couple of 100 feet underwater, electrified floors and walls, and deadly turrets pointing straight at me. Oh, my favorite just keeps getting better and better.
Oh yes it does! And these turrets that shoot laser beams at you, they do a hell of a lot of damage. Look how much my health just went down when I got hit by 2 of them. So yeah, you're going to want to avoid these at all costs. Just try and swing across the area as quickly as you can. And you can destroy the turrets, and if you're kind of good with your aiming, with your web Hadoukens, I would recommend doing so, but yeah, if you're not good at aiming, don't bother, just run straight past everything, just try and swing throughout the entire stage. Now, if you touch the floors and walls, you're gonna die. It's one hit kill if you touch the floors and walls while they're electrified, so, with the wise, don't do it, alright?
Enormous.
Anyway, when you push the switch by here, this doorway over yonder will open up, and inside that doorway, all there is a comic book page. It's a waste of time, don't bother, it's not worth it. Just continue moving straight forward, because we're actually making it to the end of this sequence pretty shortly now, so yeah, it won't be long to go. I seriously cannot stress how difficult this area is, though, when you don't know what you're doing, because your health gets whittled down so easily by these turrets, you know, it's a nightmare. But with that, folks, that is the end of this stage, the hardest stage in the game, so when we return next time, we'll be we'll be finishing off the game. We'll be beating the game in the next part, folks. The next part is the grand finale. So with that, thank you all for watching, people. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't be sheepish. And when we return next time, we'll be beating off Spider-Man. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you all then. Bye!